All right, hey guys, what's up? It's Stephen Dunn with Core Therapy and Pilates, and we're back for our Mindful Movement Monday. And today we have Megan teaching a class, and we're calling it Hips and Hammies.
I don't think so. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? We haven't seen you in a couple of weeks, so hope your summer is going well. We are going to do just a little bit of hip openers, and we're also going to do some strengthening to kind of help keep those hips supported. So the first thing we are going to start with, we are actually going to start in standing, and we just want to find an empty space on a wall, which might be kind of hard here with us today. We're going to find an empty space on the wall, and if you'd like, you can use a yoga block, because we're going to be moving that leg forward and backward, side to side. So sometimes a yoga block is nice to stand on, because then you can just kind of let your leg hang. Liz has a yoga block, and if you don't have a yoga block, that's fine. Just be careful not to hit your toes. Do we need to move?
No, I think it's good.
Okay.
We can see Jace over there
No.
being our demo.
All right, so once we get the position on the wall, what we're going to do is we are either going to stand up on that yoga block or just kind of hold on to the wall with the side of our hand. We're going to start by moving that leg forward and backward. So we're going to pick one leg to kind of hang off. You can start with either one. Looks like since Jace is standing on the block with the right foot, he's going to use his left. And then just moving that leg forward and backward, letting it kick and just open up. If you can't get that leg very high, that's okay. Just small little movements. But we want to feel that hip flexor open as you kick back and kind of find that heel as we kick forward. And then when you feel comfortable with that, you can kind of pick up the pace. This isn't all about, tightening the muscles. It's about just letting it swing, letting it open, nice and gentle. But we do want to feel like that supporting leg has, we're kind of pressing down. It is supporting us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that leg and go in and out. So it's just going to kind of cross over the front of the body. Again, just nice and gentle, letting it kick across. And I like to do these about 10 times each, 10 to 20 times. All right, so then when we're done with that, we are going to do some figure eights. So bend that leg that we've been swinging. We're going to bend it to about 90 degrees, and we're going to just find internal, external rotation here. So we're going to bring that knee in towards the body and then away from the body, but really trying to find that space in through that femur head and the hip socket, moving around, getting that whole joint lubricated. And then when we're done with that, we're going to turn and face the wall. We're going to have hands on either side of the wall. We're going to find that same leg up at a 90-degree angle. And we are going to kick from side to side. And y'all actually might want to step off of the yoga blocks for this one. Sorry about that. But our hands are going to be on our wall, but we're going to try to aim those knees for the elbows. So again, that's another kind of internal, external place here. Swinging it across and then letting that hip flexor open as we kick it out to the side. A couple more of these. Finding that nice big opening on the side as we kick out to that elbow. Good. Okay, so now guys, we're going to find all of this on the other side. So again, now picking up the opposite leg, and we're just going to go front and back. Nice and gentle, nice and easy. Let that hip flexor open. Find our support by pressing down through that leg that is firmly planted on the ground. All right, now let's bring that leg side to side. Letting the outside of the leg get nice and long as it crosses over the body. Letting the inside of the leg open up as we kick out to our side. Okay, and then we're going to go into those little figure eights with the knee. So letting that knee kind of lead the movement, but feeling that opening in the hips as we're doing this. Okay, and now last one, we're gonna go back to the wall, hands on either side, and just working at getting that knee up towards those elbows. And if you can't get it all the way up, that's okay. You just kind of, that's where we want to aim for. All right, last one. And then we are going to come over to our mats. I'm actually going to pull out a couple little knee pads right quick. Excuse me. Reese wants to do her lunges with us. So if you have bad knees, you can use a folded up towel for this. Also, maybe a yoga bolster would help. But what we want to do is we want to start in a lunge position on our knees. So bringing that right foot forward, we're going to try to have a 90-degree angle on that foot. So that knee is resting on the knee pad. And then take those hands and put them on either side. And we're just going to roll forward so that we're opening up in the hip flexor, but we're supported. So we're not really just hanging onto that knee, but we're kind of finding our heel, bringing our weight, shifting it over that right foot as we let that left hip flexor open. Good. Feel free, if you like, to take your hands off, or you can keep the hands down by your side. But from there, we're going to roll back. So now the weight is in our left foot. We're going to flex the heel and bring the crown of the head down to almost to try to touch that knee. So you should be feeling a pull in the hamstrings there. We're going to take an inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to release it and go one more time, rocking forward, letting that left hip flexor open. It's kind of like you're trying to reach the quad down to the floor. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to shift back, find your heel, pull those toes back up towards your head, and then let the crown of the head tuck to open up that back line of the right leg. Take an inhale. On our exhale, we're going to come back to neutral, and we are going to switch sides. Again, so finding the support with your hands if you need it, they are there for you. You can walk that right foot forward, left foot forward till we're at kind of 90 degree angle, and then leaning forward, letting that left hip flexor open up. You want to feel nice and supported on the, and I said left hip flexor, it is the right one. You want to feel nice and supported on the left foot. There we go. Now rocking back, pulling those toes back towards your head, letting the crown of the head almost try to touch the knees. And then let's rock forward one more time. Trying to stretch that quad, stretch the hip flexor. Bring the head and the chest up. That's going to help you find that stretch in the hip flexor as opposed to having that head down in this one. Now from there, we find that heel, pull the toes back. Now the head can drop. Now we're trying to get the crown of the head down to the knee. Good. All right, coming back up to neutral. We're going to go back down on our knees, and we are going to lay down for just a couple more minutes, and we'll finish up with another little hamstring stretch. So laying down on our back, we are going to find a resistance band, towel, whatever you have laying around the house. You've got some slack line. A dog leash would work fine. I've done it with that before. But we are just going to start with both legs on the ground. We're going to take that strap and hook it underneath our right foot. So taking an inhale, we are going to exhale as we use that strap to help kind of open up that back line. So bringing that leg back towards your head. You should feel a deep stretch here. If you want to find that a little bit further, pull those toes back towards your head, reach through the heel, and try to straighten out that leg. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to kind of come out of that 90-degree position just slightly, and then we are going to bring that right leg over, sorry about that, Liz, right leg over the left side of the body. From here, be gentle with yourself, and you can kind of work that leg up and down. Bringing the foot back towards the head and then giving it a little slack, letting it open. And then when you get finished with this side, you guys can switch and do that whole series on the other side. But I think we're out of time for today. But thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a great day.